Girl. So Steve Harvey decided to have a sit-down conversation with Donald Trump to discuss a lot of the issues that are going on in the inner cities. Now, according to him, he didn't seek out Donald Trump. He said the transition teams from both the Obama administration as well as the Trump administration actually got in contact with him, got him on the phone, and decided to schedule this meeting. Now, he did say after this meeting that he came away from it feeling like Donald Trump was a very sincere person and that he would probably have a sit-down conversation with him anytime. As a matter of fact, let me show you what he said. Here you go.
Of course, it's an honor to be invited to talk, and I think that's the only way that we're going to unify our country. We got to talk, you know. President Obama said you got to sit down and talk. And I really enjoyed the conversation. He seemed really sincere. He was a genuine person in the meeting.
Do you have any lingering things you still want to talk further about, or you're still concerned about, you haven't quite heard what you want to hear yet, or
well, I mean,
you're exactly on the same page here?
For this, we got off to a great start. I think it could be the beginning of something, but for them to invite me here to talk about a specific problem and thought that I might be able to help. I know I got a big radio show, you know, I got a lot of people listening every morning, so I've always been concerned about inner city problems because they're huge. My mentoring my mentoring program has been a part of this type of, and that's what I want to see happen. And they were spot on with it. And Ben Carson got on the phone. I met with him over the phone today, but I sat with President-elect Trump, and we laughed a little bit. You know, I ain't been laughing that much over the past few days. They kind of beating me up on the internet right now for no reason, but, you know, that's life, ain't it?
Yeah, that's what happened. Now, according to him, he said he was just following orders from a friend, okay? He said that President Obama basically told a lot of these black celebrities, you know, get out from behind your keyboards, get off of Twitter, get off of Facebook, and actually get out there and do the work. So he felt like the first step was actually having a sit-down conversation with President-elect Donald Trump. Now, if you don't know, Steve Harvey has or at least he had, I don't know if they're still cool or whatever. I know that they were on the Kings of Comedy together. D.L. Hughley and Steve Harvey, they consider each other to be brothers, as well as, Cedric the Entertainer, George Lopez, among several other of these men, okay? Well, D.L. Hughley didn't like that shit too much, so D.L. Hughley decided. Now, I will say this about D.L. Hughley that I do like. D.L. Hughley is very vocal when it comes to police brutality, white supremacy, and just straight out fuckery, okay? D.L. Hughley recorded a video and he posted it on his Facebook page, and I'll show you that video right now.
It amazes me that to convince black people that Donald Trump cares about them, he takes pictures with celebrities. It's amazing to me. If Donald Trump cared about black people, he wouldn't have denigrated the president with those claims of birtherism. He wouldn't have stoked fears and racist fears of saying this man is less than or is not one of us to become president. If Donald Trump cared about the concerns of black people, he wouldn't have, in the debates, talked about bringing back stop and frisk. If Donald Trump cared about black people, Jeff Sessions would most certainly would not be his pick to head the Justice Department. Donald Trump takes pictures with black people. Having a comedian and a rapper and a football player out to talk about the concerns of the community. You know why you have a comedian, a rapper, and a football player out to talk about the concerns of the community? Because that's the positions you're used to seeing us in. You would rather see a football player, a rapper, and a comedian. You'd rather have black people be football players, comedians, and rappers than the president. You'd rather see us run the ball than run the country. That's why you do it. I ain't gonna never forget what you said about this man and how you got where you are. Some people might, but I never will. I'll never forget how you denigrated his family. I'll never forget how you stoked fears. Fuck you now and fuck you forever.
Yeah, that happened. Fuck you now and fuck you forever. Now, of course, Steve Harvey is not the only person who met up with Donald Trump. You also had Kanye West, which, girl, for real. You have former NFL players Ray Lewis and Jim Brown. But the one that really took me a motherfucking back, family, the one that really took me a motherfucking back was the fact that Martin Luther King Jr. III actually met with Donald Trump on his dad's birthday, girl. Well, the day that we observe his father's birthday. Now, this is the same person who canceled his MLK Day visit to the African American Museum. According to him, he was too damn busy to do it. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like there's some hidden agendas in here, okay? He's meeting with all of these black celebrities. He's taking all these photos with all these black celebrities. I low-key think there's a hidden agenda here. I'm sorry, you having these 15 and 20-minute meetings with Kanye West. You having these 30 and 45-minute meetings with Steve Harvey. You appointing Omarosa to be your director of African American outreach. That ain't gonna make me forget the shit that you said.
Hey, what's happening, everybody? Man, happy King Day to you. Man, I'm just getting up, and I'm seeing all this stuff on TV, man. Look, I'm going to tell all you celebrities, black, minority, all of you, man, athletes, man, all of you, look, let me tell you something. There's a strategic plan that people are trying to make you a part of, okay? So do not accept any invitation to have any meeting, no matter how positive you think the outcome may be, without understanding, man, people have a very Willie Lynch agenda, okay? And you being there, being seen with them, taking pictures and smiling and being positive, it may seem positive to you, but there's a hidden agenda, man. And you might not know it, but now you have been warned. Do not go in there unless you have a strategy or you with John Lewis or somebody who can represent us. Okay, man, so let me be specific with you, man. I'm explaining to you in great detail. All right, step by step. I seen all these people over the weekend going back and forth in and out there, man, officers. If you want to take a picture, then cool. That's what you do. But let me show you exactly where they coming from, okay? They seen how adamantly against him being president, the hip-hop community and the young black people was in America. So what do? They get Kanye West to come in. Well, he's their representative. They listen to his music. They buy his shoes. They go see him in concert. Well, surely if we take a picture with him, he smiles and says he's cool with it. They'll fall right in line. Okay, and also, you know, you got black women, you know, they were against it. Well, who speaks to the black women? Steve Harvey. Let's get him in here. He'll take a picture. He'll smile. He'll say it's cool. They'll fall right in line. Who else? They love football. Let's get Ray Lewis. Let's get Jim Brown. They were the heroes. Surely if they say they cool with it. And also on the week where you're going back and forth with Martin Luther King, homeboy, one of the most prolific civil rights activists of our times, you're going to get Martin Luther King's son or Martin Luther King Day to come in there and meet with you. And y'all got to see this, man. Divide and conquer. Okay, so this may sound a bit more critical, you know what I mean? And not that I want to sit at a judgmental seat or that I'm holier than thou or nothing like that, man. But, I mean, I don't want kids looking at this, man, and think just because I ain't saying nothing that I'm all right with it, you know what I mean? And first of all, let me tell you this. There's nothing wrong with sitting down across from anybody, no matter how different your views may be from theirs or, you know, how different your backgrounds may be. As long as they give you the basic human decency of respecting your values, respecting your ancestors' legacies, and they're not representing hate groups that are adamantly against your advancement and progressions as a people, all right? With that being said, Kanye, what the fuck you doing, man? Steve, man, you know way better than this, man. You know what I'm saying? Jim Brown, really? Martin Luther King, man, this your goddamn daddy birthday, bro. You gonna go and sit down with, hey, man, divide and conquer, bro. You know what I mean? Willie Lynch, read up on it. Don't be a part of it. Be against it.
Let me just say this, all in all, in no shape, form, nor fashion, do I feel like these celebrities that actually met up with Donald Trump have a hidden agenda. But I do feel like Donald Trump and his whole little camp, I feel like they have a hidden agenda. And they're using these people as pawns because they know that they're, quote unquote, the face of the African American community. Yes, I do feel like it's a great thing that Steve Harvey wanted to meet with him to discuss situations that are going on in the inner cities. I think that's a great idea. But at the same time, isn't it a little peculiar that he's meeting up with more celebrities than he's actually having intelligence briefings? That is weird as hell to me. In 3 days, this man is going to be sworn in as our next president of these here United States of America. Are you ready?